before I start, can you just please, if you can hear me okay, just type in the chat box yes or no if you can't hear me or you're not hearing anything. Thank you very much. In that case, we'll make a start. So what I'm going to talk to you about this afternoon is developing an outstanding culture within PE lessons. Before I go on about that, just a little bit of information about myself. I'm a PE teacher. I'm a program leader at Key Stage 4 PE, and I work in Wickham School and Sports College, which is in Gateshead Local Education Authority. I've been teaching 6 years, and all of this time has been at Wickham School. What do I teach? Key Stage 3, Year 7 and 8, BTEC Sports, Years 10 and 11, GCSE PE, A-Level. So I teach a wide range of areas, and I'm also a link tutor as part of the Northumbria University PE Skip Partnership. Sounds irrelevant, but all of the stuff that I'm going to talk about today and any kind of resources, ideas, any thinking behind what I'm going to talk about today, okay, it's important because it's actually come from these lessons and it's come from basically my teaching. It's been kind of tried and tested, if you will. Okay, so it's quite important just to get that background there. Now, like I said, I kind of know what I want to talk about and what I'm going to talk about, but basically why you guys here. So if you just give me a quick indication just in that chat box there of why you're here and really what do you want out of this session today, so that we can start maybe answering some of those questions. Okay, so we've got those ideas there. Fantastic. And hopefully over the course of this session, hopefully I'll be able to give you some kind of ideas, some kind of background, and hopefully we'll aim to answer those questions or answer those kind of thoughts over the next 2 hours. It will be a little interactive session, so there'll be different times where I will actually type in the chat box, so please just do so. And we will be taking a break, probably around about 5 to 5, just so we can have a bit of refreshment breaks and stuff like that before the second half. So let's get started. So like I said, we're talking about today about the outstanding culture within PE lessons, and not only within lessons, but also hopefully kind of the PE kind of department, the PE curriculum area as a whole. What we're going to talk about today is basically the kind of thinking, the theory behind the development of an outstanding culture, and why I believe it's important in achieving PE success. To kind of understand what things could contribute towards this outstanding culture, and ultimately what it looks like and how it could look within your PE lessons. And hopefully, like I said, maybe some tools, some tips, some resources, or some ideas that I've worked and have worked really well within my own teaching, which have hopefully allow us to achieve the outstanding culture and ultimately achieve outstanding when it comes to Ofsted, okay, and also when it comes to having an outstanding curriculum. First of all, let's start off with that word outstanding. What does outstanding actually look like? Well, if we look at Ofsted and kind of summarize everything that they see or perceive as outstanding, especially for PE, that's what we are pretty much looking at there. Okay, so a nice little word map which basically indicates what Ofsted are looking for when it comes to outstanding PE. And this isn't just assessment, teaching and learning, behaviour management. It's basically an overall bigger picture of what Ofsted will look for. So we can see there that the key words are exceptional, they are pupils, performance, physical, activities, skills and learning. Okay, all important keywords in terms of what Ofsted are looking for, and also what they are looking for in lessons and indeed of progress over time. So now that we kind of got this baseline of, what does outstanding look like, what are Ofsted looking for, okay, we can then link that to our learning culture. Before we do, I've got a little quiz for you. Spot the difference. So we've got 4 pictures there, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom, and ultimately, over to you guys. Can you try and work out which one is the odd one out on there? I'll give you a minute or so. Let's see who gets the right answer. Ooh, two different answers. Okay, I'm gonna have to give the prize to Andrew. There is no prize, obviously, but Andrew's pretty much got it spot on, and he's given the reason why. Well, they're not outstanding. Correct. Let's go a little bit deeper. Newcastle is the odd one out. I know you could have lots of different answers there, and obviously being within the northeast, I don't actually support Newcastle, so it's probably a good thing that I use them. But Newcastle is the odd one out, and Andrew's nearly got it with not outstanding. Could you now think of, right, they're the odd one out, why the odd one out? And let's go a little bit deeper. Not achieved, good. Can we think about Nadal is outstanding. The All Blacks would say outstanding. Team Sky, cyclists are all outstanding. Yet Newcastle, not outstanding. Can we think about why? Yeah, I would certainly agree that having performance potential. The main thing I think of when I see those 4 things is Newcastle aren't outstanding because they haven't got an outstanding culture. For example, Newcastle, yes, they could quite happily win a game. Doesn't happen very often, but yes, they can have a good result every so often. They can win a game, okay, and they perform to their potential. However, somebody like Nadal, somebody like the All Blacks, somebody like Team Sky, not only achieve success, but achieve it over and over and over again, and find it easy to repeat that success over and over again. And when we think about it, a lot of it is down to their culture. This idea of having an outstanding culture, and if we relate that to our teaching, yes, outstanding lessons can be achieved as a one-off, and we can do that. However, it's much easier to reach outstanding and stay there if this outstanding culture is embedded. And it's not just for outstanding lessons if we're talking about performance-wise, but also about achievement, okay, about results, about the pupil's progress.